Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be diving into the Slash featuring Myles Kennedy live concert Blu-ray made in Stoke 24/7/11. This disc comes in your typical plastic Blu-ray case that includes a 12-page color booklet featuring several band photos and the Blu-ray credits, as well as an excellent essay written by Malcolm Dome on Slash's history with Guns N' Roses, his various solo projects, connecting with Myles Kennedy, and what led them to playing this historic concert. Stick around until the end and I will display the full set list for this concert for you. So Slash is without a doubt one of the most iconic rock guitarists the world has ever seen. He was barely 21 years old when he and Guns N' Roses released their 1987 debut album, Appetite for Destruction, which is universally considered to be one of the greatest hard rock albums of all time, let alone debut albums. Unfortunately, though, Guns N' Roses quickly burned out after only a few more albums, and Slash eventually quit the band in 1996 after forming his first solo project, Slash's Snake Pit. In 2002, he co-founded the supergroup Velvet Revolver with Stone Temple Pilots frontman, the late Scott Weiland, and GNR bassist Duff McKagan. And in 2010, Slash released his self-titled debut solo album, from which much of this setlist is derived. This album would feature a variety of prominent guest vocalists, including Ian Astbury from The Cult, Chris Cornell, Lemmy from Motorhead, and Kid Rock, to name a few. It was Alter Bridge frontman Myles Kennedy, however, who really stood out to Slash as a singer that he could take out on the road with him, who had the vocal chops to handle all of the songs, including the GNR stuff. And man, did he ever make the right decision on that one. So Made in Stoke was filmed on July 24th, 2011 at the Victoria Hall in Stoke-on-Trent, England, towards the end of Slash's world tour in support of the new solo album. And this was also Slash's homecoming to the town in which he grew up until the age of about 5. Myles Kennedy did indeed front the band on vocals, along with Todd Kearns on bass and vocals, Brent Fitz on drums, and Bobby Schneck on guitar and backing vocals. The core of Slash, Kennedy, Kearns, and Fitz would also go on to release 7 additional studio and live albums under the name Slash featuring Myles Kennedy and the Conspirators. From the moment the band takes a stage and tears into the Slash's Snake Pit anthem, Been There Lately, you know this is going to be something very special of a concert. I mean, the electricity in the air was palpable enough to make the hair on my arm stand up right through the screen. It was as if both the band and the crowd had been waiting for this moment in this venue their entire lives. Slash was still rocking the same trademark look he did 25 years prior, with the long curly black hair covering most of his face, the signature black leather top hat and black leather pants, the huge nose ring, and the permanent dark sunglasses, which has made him one of the most instantly recognizable rock stars on the planet. I'll go ahead and add a Gibson Les Paul to that mix too, because I don't believe I've ever seen him play live with any other electric guitar, although I'm sure he has. Night Train is the first GNR classic that Slash and the boys break out only 2 songs in, and they practically set the place on fire, with Myles channeling his inner Axl Rose while injecting his own power and style into the song. Back from Cali is one of the 2 songs that Myles Kennedy originally sang on the Slash solo album, and it is easily one of my favorites. It features a simple yet infectious guitar riff that alternates between subtle overdrive to balls-out distortion throughout the song for a very dramatic effect. So still early into the first half of the set, the band launches into another Appetite classic, Rocket Queen, which has Slash breaking into an extended guitar solo about a third of the way in. There is a great camera shot from down in the front row, right in front of Slash, shooting up at him as he solos from his trademark stance of foot up on that stage monitor and guitar resting on his upper thigh for support. These close-ups provide an excellent vantage point for us guitar geeks to score some playing tips. The Use Your Illusion 2 epic Civil War immediately follows and sends this crowd into a frenzy. This song requires some serious vocal range as Axl Rose really showcased his estimated 5-octave vocals on this one, but Myles was able to handle it pretty much with ease like few others could. The midway point of the concert was probably the best time to get up and hit the bathroom and maybe refresh your cocktails, as they played a few of the slightly weaker songs from the new album around this time. Things pick right back up, however, with the sleazy blues rocker Beggars and Hangers On from the first Slash's Snake Pit album, Ain't Life Grand. What a cool guitar riff on that one. So I hold Slash right up there with some of the greatest guitar riff meisters of all time, such as Angus Young, Tony Iommi, and of course, Jimmy Page. As we begin to near the end of the set, Slash launches into his extended guitar solo segment, which starts off with some melodic finger picking that melds into his Godfather theme rendition before completely going off the shred rails for the last 5 minutes. This, of course, leads right into the iconic opening riffs to Sweet Child of Mine, which ends with one of the most epic guitar solos of all time. A 1-2 punch that few other songs can really match. The Velvet Revolver classic Slither had the entire crowd on their feet singing, "Yeah, here comes the water." Sorry about that. But at least the crowd and the band crushed it. Slash closes out the proceedings with 2 legendary GNR classics, Mr. Brownstone and Paradise City, which had the entire crowd back on their feet singing every word. Halfway through the Paradise City, though, Slash erupts into his epic solo. Huge cannons on each side of the stage unleash a confetti of blizzard into the stunned crowd. What a finale. This may be a bit controversial, but I actually prefer the GNR songs performed with this band over any recent live GNR performances, really. Although an official concert Blu-ray from the reunion tour could go a long way towards changing my mind. Hello, Axl. Axl Rose is certainly one of the most unique rock vocalists there is, and it must be a bitch to have to cover him. But I don't think he was exactly hitting it out of the park either. I mean, around the time they were touring for Use Your Illusion albums, even. I saw them headline the New Orleans Superdome on that tour, with Metallica opening for them in support of their Black album, and most people know Metallica blew them off the stage. The whole time Axl was bitching at the crowd for not being more enthusiastic about them, which was pretty pathetic. The Made in Stoke Blu-ray features 3 outstanding audio mixes: DTS HD Master Audio, Dolby Digital 5.1, and LPCM Stereo. The DTS mix is a clear winner here, providing a powerful, perfectly balanced concert soundstage with the guitars right up front and clearly defined, just how I like it. The video was filmed in 1080i, and the detail and clarity was exceptional, thanks to some great stage lighting that never really overpowered any of the shots. The camera work was excellent overall, and director Russell Thomas did a great job of focusing on Slash's iconic riffs and solos, while also mixing in some nice fixed and pan shots from a multitude of angles and distances. Special features included some nice separate interviews with Slash, Myles Kennedy, and Slash's Uncle Ian, and several other cousins, all from Stoke, along with some fans outside the venue. The set list shown here featured 21 songs and spanned Slash's solo career and side projects up to that point, as well as a hefty dose of Guns N' Roses classics. The total concert runtime was an impressive 2 hours and 5 minutes. So as for my ratings of this Blu-ray, my overall production rating is a 10 out of 10, and my overall performance rating is also a 10 out of 10. Fantastic DVD or Blu-ray. Made in Stoke was the first Slash featuring Myles Kennedy concert video that they released, and it is not only still my favorite one from them, but also one of the best concert videos in my entire collection. Don't miss this one if you are a Slash or GNR fan. All right, that's it for me today. Let me know your thoughts on Slash's Made in Stoke concert video in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Catch you next time.